is only war.
What is up, gents? 40k Dirtbags here. We're going to be doing a quick tactical video for you guys. Today we're going to go over precision. Why is precision so good in 40k? In 10th edition, they basically talked about precision keyword, and a lot of the characters that we have nowadays are joining units. So you have to basically be able to precision out that character instead of last edition where you could just go up and kill that character solo. So we're going to go over a couple tips, tactics, and competitive plays to go over the precision keyword, as well as using the 1 CP strat for gaining precision, basically. So if you guys are new to the channel, thanks for clicking on the video. If you guys are Patreons, appreciate you guys. Some of these tactical videos are going to be up on Patreon solely. So we're going to do half and half like we've been doing the past 3 videos. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you guys did go over to Patreon and learn something, definitely leave it in the comment below. If it's worth it for the guys over at YouTube, to hit us up on Dirtbag Nation over at patreon.com. So let's get into the video. First, we're going to go over the precision keyword. Now, screenshot of precision, when you guys look it up in the app, it basically states, when targeting an attached unit, the attacking model's player can have the attack allocated to a character model in the unit visible to the bearer. Now the keyword is the visible part. So if you have precision, you have to make sure you're able to see that character. There's a couple different scenarios where if you have precision on a gun, there's a couple tactics that you can do. Brian actually told me this on the Cuddle Buddies. You just have to have line of sight to that character, even if you're not in range to that character. For example, death marks for Necrons. If they drop down and they can see a character, but they're only in range of the units, they could still put precision keyword on that character as long as they can see that character. That's a little tidbit, is if you have a specific range for your precision, for Master Possession, for example, I think he shoots like 12 or 18 inches. He actually has precision on his keyword, so he's actually able to just be within 12 or 18 inches of that unit and then put all the attacks that went through onto that specific character. So you don't have to be in range of that character, you just have to be in range of the unit, and then you gain precision as long as you see that character. So that's the first tip, is make sure that you are in range of the unit at least if you have precision. I know Deathwatch, the whole army gains precision for a whole turn, which is kind of scary, especially nowadays when we have so many characters on the table. So precision, when targeting a unit, you gain precision keyword. This actually goes for the 1 CP strat that you guys get to use anytime in melee. Is you spend 1 CP, that character now gains precision on his weapons. So when we use that stratagem, most of the time we're going to be using it in combat. And that stratagem is Epic Challenge. So if you guys haven't used this yet, it's a really, really good stratagem when you're trying to siphon out characters in a unit. Abaddon does it all the time. Anytime he runs up and charges something, he usually wants to kill the character first, and then all the wounds will get carried over to the unit. So Epic Challenges for 1 CP, 1 character model in your unit. Until the end of the phase, all melee attacks made by that model gain the precision keyword. So again, how it would work, let me show you guys an example of how this is going to be working on the tabletop. So here's an example. We have Drago right now. Drago is in this unit. He's going to be our character model, which is right here. I know he's supposed to have a little bit of banner, but I hate the banner. Drago is our character. Now over here is the Master Possession, who already has precision on his weapons, so he doesn't have to spend that CP stratagem. Drago will have to spend that CP stratagem. So the first tidbit, when you're charging into a unit and you really want to kill that character, because let's say the character gives them a feel no pain, he does some crazy stuff that it's going to be really tough to chew through the unit unless you kill the character. Now, we're going to be able to charge in, so I'm going to charge this Terminator unit into this Possessed unit, and my goal is to, if I don't kill the Master Possession, to try and hide my character from his character. So when we make our roll of a charge, we got a 5, so that's perfect. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to have to go base to base with one of my guys, so 5 inches goes base to base here. And now the other guys, if they're, as long as they're within range, they can basically move up and then pile in to do the attacks. So let's say my Apothecary hops over to here, this guy hops up to here because he's within 1 inch of the wall. Drago is going to go his 5 inches over to here. All right, this guy's going to go up here, this guy's going to go over here. Now how this is going to work, let's say you went base to here. Once you do the pile-in step, he doesn't have any fight first, he doesn't have anything. So when Drago charges in this unit, now the pile-in step, you're able to pile in. Now if you pile in, you have to go base to base if you can, so we're going to pile into there. That's going to block off the rest of my pile-ins over here, which I have a whole combat video if you guys want to go check that out. He's going to pile in up to here. Drago's going to go base to base over this way. So now he's base to base with base to base, so he's able to fight that unit. These guys are going to pile in. They have to go closer. So if I'm 1 inch away from the wall, I'm going to move that way to get 1 inch away from the wall. Same thing over here. So now this is a legal charge. So I'm going to spend 1 CP from Drago. Drago then is going to spend his 1 CP, and then he's going to basically be able to attack. Now, if you want to attack him first to try and kill the Master Possession and then the rest of the squad goes, you could do it that way. Or if the squad goes first, and then if, Drago wants to attack next, he can still do precision, but I'm going to try and kill the character first. So that way, if the unit lives, I don't even have to worry about it. So Drago's going to do his attacks. Now let's say somehow he lives, all right? So the character lives, and then, you kill maybe 2 or 3 more guys. This guy dies, and then like this guy dies. He rolled insanely really good. The character's left plus the 2 other guys. Now, here's how you're able to get around the precision for the other guy. All these guys are now able to move in 3 inches. Move in 3 inches, move in 3 inches. Now, what Drago's going to do is he's going to pile in closer to this model because he's the closest eligible model. Drago's going to pile in to here, right? He's now closer because he was base to base with this guy. Now he's basically about a ½ an inch over here. The Master Possession's base to base already. He cannot pile in or get any closer. Now, what Drago is, I don't know if you guys can see, he's behind here, but he's out of line of sight. So I used my consolidate step to get out of line of sight so that way his Master Possession or whoever character you're facing on the other side, a lot of Space Marines have really good characters that have precision, he now can't attack Drago with precision because he cannot see Drago. That goes for melee as well. So if you're fighting through a wall and most terrain is bottom floor line of sight blocking, you're not able to attack that character because it's through a wall, you can't see him out of line of sight. So that's a really good example of either charging in, killing a character, piling in onto the other side of the wall to keep your guys safe, or vice versa, where if you are starting on this side of the wall, you can then pile in, see that guy, and then kill that guy with precision. So both ways, using the wall to your advantage by able to hop in, hop out, and now making sure that you can actually consolidate that way. Now this, for example, we're consolidating towards the closest enemy model. Let's say we did kill a unit, and he's got a really good shooting unit over here. I'm going to pile in towards this objective right here. So all my guys now are going towards the objective. He's going to hop over on the other side of the wall. So that way this unit over here can't shoot him because he's on the other side of the wall. Even though they might be able to see the unit still, you can't precision out the character unless you can see the character. So using the terrain to your advantage is going to be huge when you're trying to snipe out characters with precision in melee as well as shooting. Alright guys, so let's go back to this example. Let's say Drago charges in. Now how precision works is when you do your, let's say 6 attacks with Drago, let's say I wound 5 of them, so 5 wounds go through. You can then allocate 1 at a time precision, which is basically just fast rolling the precision rolls. So I'm going to allocate the first damage roll with precision, so he has to make it on the character. Let's say he makes it, great. The next one is then going to go precision on the character. He failed that one. He only has 1 wound left. Last wound, or the next wound is going to go on the character again. Let's say he makes it. Next one's going to go on the character. He dies. And then the last one, since I still have precision, but there's no more characters in the unit, this then gets carried over to the squad. So that's how you allocate the precision if you want to go after your character first, and then the rest of them get carried over the squad so you don't lose out on the attacks, and you can fast roll it compared to doing 1 attack every single time you're trying to kill a character. So let's say again, we do 6 attacks, all 6 go through. This one gets on the character, he fails it. This one gets on the character, he fails it. These 4 that are still there in the pool, they then go over to the squad. Now, he has a feel no pain for the squad still continues to get the feel no pain because it's all simultaneous. Like the entire unit is all attacking at the exact same time. So he'll still have the 6 up feel no pains for the unit, even though the character died. Now, if another unit was attacking afterwards, then that unit would lose the feel no pain. If I had another strike squad charge in afterwards, and these guys didn't kill the strikes would be able to attack. Now that unit doesn't have a feel no pain anymore because the Master Possession is dead from Drago's unit. But they would still get the feel no pain for the entire combat, this unit's fight phase, until another unit were to go, or that unit were to like kill themselves from battle shock or something like that. So that's an example of how the allocation of the wounds work, as well as wounds getting carried over per die. Alright guys, that's the quick video on the precision. There's going to be one more tactic tip, maybe 1 or 2 more tactical tips over on Patreon. We're going to continue the video to go over to patreon.com if you guys want to subscribe to help support the channel. But if you guys like the precision keyword, definitely leave it in the comments below. If you guys are Patreons and you want to kind of give support, leave it in the comments below and let people know, like, hey, the tactics are actually worth going over to join Patreon. If you guys are interested, head over there now. But appreciate you clicking on the video. Thanks for joining the channel, and we'll see you in another video soon. What's up, gents? 40k Dirtbags here. If you guys are thinking about joining the Patreon page, we're going to go over each tier and how it's going to benefit you and what you're looking for specifically to get out of 40k in 10th edition coming up. There's a lot of stuff to go over. There's a lot of tactical videos up on the channel, which is for free. There's going to be a bunch of perks that you get specifically for being a part of the Dirtbag Nation Patreon page. So first off, we have the first tier, which is $1 a month. You guys get first access to the videos over at patreon.com. You also get access to the Discord, which is specifically a private link in the Discord that only Patreon members can see. So you guys will have first access to that. Also a benefit is Patreons over the Dirtbag Nation get live streamed games on patreon.com streamed from YouTube, but there's only links specifically for the patreons.com. So not only do you get first access to these videos, you also get to see live stream games specifically only on patreon.com. The next tier is the Justicar. You guys get a shout out on every single video on YouTube. You also get to support us a little bit more. You get first dibs at voting on Discord, as well as you just kind of say, hey, I just want to be a Justicar Dirtbag and support you guys a little bit more than that $1 a month tier. But you get all the same access as well as the different color over on the Discord. So the third tier is the Competitive Dirtbag. This tier, you get a lot more one-on-one coaching. This is a lot of the Dirtbags over on the Dirtbag Nation. They are able to send out messages one-on-one, go over list ideas, tactics, anything you guys want to talk about. When I was getting into 40k, or really any game in general, I always wanted to message the top players in the meta and just ask them questions. This $10 a month tier gets you that opportunity to message us one-on-one on Discord, so that way we can actually coach you, give you our insights, suggestions, and that's going to get you better at the 40k 10th edition as a whole. So that tier alone, just $10 a month to have one-on-one coaching, one-on-one messages anytime throughout the month, that's going to be a perfect tier for you guys. Even if you're brand new to the game, we go over 1,000 point list, 1,500 point list, 2,000 point brand new starting list, team list, anything you guys need. That's what the Competitive Dirtbag tier is for. Also, you get a little bit red number name tag on Discord, so people know that you're really serious about getting into the competitive scene. The Grandmaster Dirtbags. This is the all-in-all $25 a month tier. You get one-on-one coaching, everything we said prior to this, but you guys get to see me, Mike, any of the other Dirtbags play your specific list that you want to see tested out live on one of our battle reports. You guys get to mention, suggest videos you guys want to see coming up on patreon.com. So you guys get the above first tier benefit of everything that we do over at Dirtbag Nation. All the support mainly comes from you guys supporting us over here at Dirtbag Nation. And Grandmasters, I can't thank you enough, but for $25 a month, you get one-on-one coaching and anything you want to see live on the tabletop. So you get to see a professional play right in front of you. You guys get to kind of like see it one-on-one, and I'm actually making this specifically for you. There's also TTS events that you guys can suggest. If you guys want to do a first 1 or 2 turn run through on TTS, we can actually log in and coach you one-on-one with that. If you guys see us at any GTs, you guys get special benefits, free dice, stuff like that. Anytime you purchase a merch thing on Discord, you guys get a free limited edition Dirtbag dice sent to you with every single purchase on top of that. So there's a lot of benefits coming up with the Grandmaster Dirtbag. Because I can't thank you enough for supporting us. Definitely let me know which tier would be best for you if you go over to patreon.com and specifically go to a tier. And make sure you don't forget to message me up on Discord. That's where we check every single day. If you guys are really into getting into 10th edition 40k, head over to Patreon, join the Competitive Dirtbag or the Grandmaster. Message me as many times as you possibly want, and I'll coach you the best I possibly can on any specific army that you guys play. Mainly our armies right now, currently, going into 2024, is going to be Chaos Space Marines, Grey Knights, Death Guard, and then we have Custodes, Sisters, and I think that's it going into the Wings of 2024. But again, any other army that you guys play, we have other coaches lined up for the Dirtbags that are ready to take on that role of the Competitive Dirtbag page. So guys, really appreciate it. Thanks for clicking on the video. Thanks for joining the Dirtbag Nation if you guys are already a part of us. And we'll see you in another video soon.